No, I told you not to stay out of my peripherals.
You won't need a pot of gold to...
But still amazingly bad.
Today I'm going to be going through and talking about my favorite episodes of one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Cue the music. So Always Sunny in Philadelphia is one of those shows that no matter how many times I rewatch episodes of it, I always laugh, even when I know the punchline is about to drop. So the 10 episodes that I'm going to be going through are episodes that every single time, they never miss a beat, they always make my belly curl.
I'm a Swedish plumber, I'm here to fix your pipes.
In the number 10 slot, it's one of the newer episodes. The gang goes on Family Fight. Now, this is a play on Family Feud, obviously, and the concept of seeing this dysfunctional group of people put in front of live TV on a game show against a regular family, their answers are just as wacky and absurd as you would expect them to be at this point, having been like 10 seasons in.
How do you not know what it is? Aren't you like a cheese guy?
I'm not a cottage guy.
You are going to make us lose this game.
The shining light in this episode that takes the cake for me as some of the best parts is the fact that you don't realize until halfway through that Charlie already knows all these answers because he's already done a questionnaire on it in the mall. So now all of his absurd answers are the one question point answers that he's getting.
Oh, botched. Oh, I botched that one.
In the number 9 slot is an episode that easily you could have said that this happened in 2008 or it happened in 2020/2021 because I feel like the writers of this show, Glenn, Rob, Charlie, they are from the future. Because in the number 9 slot, the gang solves the gas crisis.
Hells yeah, we want to fill you up.
What is the solution to solving the gas crisis? Well, it's going door to door as gas salesman on top of trying to figure out where everyone plays in the group. The damsel in distress, the muscle, the wild card.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
There's a bit of confusion within the group of who exactly is who within the group. We have Dennis, Mac, and Charlie going and buying a whole bunch of gas and trying to figure out how to make a profit off that.
Your boss is a woman. Now this is a strange bank.
And then we have Frank and Dee on their own separate little side story, trying to figure out what to do with Bruce Mathis and his contact. So they're following around this random dude who they think is Bruce and just destroying his life. And also planting baby monitors in his house.
A lot of people are bugging their babies these days. I guess babies can't be trusted. War.
In the number 8 slot, Reynolds vs. Reynolds, the serial defense, is an episode that on its surface probably doesn't sound that interesting because they're kind of recreating their own little courtroom, but the whole debacle is Frank rear-ends Dennis in his car, so therefore he should pay for the damages to his car, except there's no damages on the outside of the car. Everything is inside of the car because Dennis was eating a bowl of cereal at a stoplight, so therefore he knows the risk. Does he not? So then you have a little debate going back and forth of cereal in the car and Frank not being able to see. And then at some point in the episode, almost out of nowhere, they start talking about evolution, but that's what tends to happen with the gang is they kind of lose focus with what the real situation is at play. But in the end, who gets screwed over? Of course it was Dee.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
Another newer type episode is Dennis and Mac move to the suburbs. Boy, it sure is a hot one, isn't it? Now this episode we see Mac and Dennis depart from the gang most of the time and they're just kind of by themselves in this big house in the suburbs. While Mac and Dennis are in this new house away from the city, they're kind of going crazy because they're used to the life of the city. They're used to the community of the city, the noises of the city. And then here in the suburbs, they're away from all that and they're just by themselves.
Newsflash, asshole! I've been hearing it the entire goddamn time! Then why wouldn't you say something? Because I hate you!
And I knock on her door and I say, Carol! Carol!
Coming in at number 6 is a two-parter. So I'm kind of cheating, but at the same time, they really do go together, and that is Mac and Charlie die.
I can't believe they're dead.
I can't believe they didn't include me in their suicide pact.
What?
This was easily going to be in the top 10 no matter what. I just didn't know what position to put this thing in. The whole point of this episode is Mac
telling you to come on down, or we're slashing prices so low.
and Charlie fake their own death to get away from Mac's dad, who they think is going to kill them and eat their butt.
Totally anonymous.
Cat in the wall, eh? Okay.
Alright, we're halfway there. Number 5. The number 5 slot is going to be taken by Charlie McDennis, The Game of Games. If the creators behind Always Sunny in Philadelphia ever came out with a real-life Charlie McDennis, I would totally 100% play that. I would even go so far to put a hand up to a dartboard, like Dennis. This episode was so popular, so much fun, that it even got a sequel, Charlie McDennis 2, Electric Boogaloo, but that one did not make my list.
Go to bed. What are you, 40?
We're the same age.
Coming in at number 4 revolves around drinking, and it's in one location, which one location shots are the best. They just are. I'm talking about the gang beats Boggs. May he rest in peace. The gang travels from Philadelphia on a 747 all the way over to California, drinking as many beers as they can, while Mac keeps track of all the beers tallied up. And if you're a true fan of this show, you, as well as me, know that you've done the Boggs challenge. You may not have gotten as many beers as Dee and Charlie, but we all know damn well that we've all had a white t-shirt on with tally marks on it. Before I move on to my number 3, I just want to, one more time, rest in peace, Mr. Wade Boggs.
You think a pirate lives in there?
The gang hits the road takes my number 3 spot, and in this episode we see the gang traveling, or attempting to travel, to the Grand Canyon, and once again they just can't focus on one thing. Something's always got to come up, something always has to get in their way. Whether it be gypsies, stickers, pears, hot dogs, something always happens. And if I was talking about some of my favorite scenes in Always Sunny, this episode has one of my favorite laugh out loud scenes ever of Dee throwing a particular liquid in Mac's face. If you've seen the episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I eat stickers all the time, dude! God.
Alright, we're in the top 2. Before I give you my top 2, if you enjoyed this video so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already. And don't forget, throw in the comments some of your favorite episodes from Always Sunny. So my number 2 spot is an episode called The Dentist System. You may have heard of it, and if you haven't heard about it, well, you're probably getting dentist.
So, I dropped my monster condom that I use for my Magnum Dong.
So have you ever wondered how Dennis sees himself as a playboy and he gets all these women? Well, he has a system.
A playboy? Is that how you see yourself?
Yes, he has banged a lot of chicks. You know, just shut up, Dee. Shut up.
A very particular system that he gives to the gang, and he tells them to try and take his system that he just taught them and to use it out on the world. But of course they mess it up, so Dennis has to step in at the last second and orchestrate a whole new plan to fix everything. Why is this episode so great? Well, one, we get to truly start to see how much of a psychopath Dennis is. Up until this point, we've already seen hints and, stuff like that of Dennis being a psycho, but this episode, I think, truly cements it.
Hello?
Welcome to hell.
We also get to see more of Gladys, whose grandmother was a lesbian, and on top of that, we get the reveal, the origin of Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
Oh, that's good. Call me that from now on. Mantis.
No!
Alright, I'm at my number 1. I haven't said it so far, so I already know what everyone's saying in the comments. Oh, you're so basic, I know exactly which one you're going to pick. You guys probably already knew it before I even started recording this. And you know what? I don't care if I'm basic. This is the episode I rewatch a couple times a year. This is the episode I sing to. This is the episode that makes me laugh the hardest. That is The Nightman Cometh.
Give me that leg, boy. No.
Yes, we all love this episode. I could do a whole entire video on why I love this episode. It's catchy, it's funny, we get to see all the different personalities of everybody. This is just an episode that is just perfect, it's so great. I don't see any episode going forward, we're in season 15, topping this episode, so I feel like this episode is going to forever be my number one. I go out of my way sometimes just to pull up the songs on YouTube just to tap my foot to, because the songs are so stupid but so catchy.
Tiny boy, little boy, baby boy, I need you.
So those are my top 10 episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I gotta get out of here because I gotta go pop my cat eyes in. If you like this video, one more time, hit that subscribe button down below and leave some of your favorite episodes in the comments so that we can discuss it.
Okay, can you see the sweat? 'Cause I'm sweating a little bit.
So much.
Yeah, that's a lot?
So much.
Okay, what if I do?
Snauwersnitten. Het erg zo,